I had a situation recently where I put someone in a video who contacted me after the video had been published and told me that they didn't know this was going on YouTube. And this was bound to happen sooner or later, given that, I've been making an effort recently to include more different opinions and different people in my videos than before. When I started, Well, actually, I was about to say when I started, it was all about me, but that's not true. Even when I started, there were some other people, but it's just I didn't have any audience. So, if it only gets 10 views, no one really cares. No one even knows that it's out there. But when something starts getting thousands of views, um, especially thousands of views in like a particular city where, like your friends could see it, your family could see it, it, it's a different situation. And yeah, I guess this person felt that I was not transparent when I approached them. And basically the way I introduced it, I always I have a fairly big camera. People know I'm filming. I'm never hiding a camera. I never try to film people without consent. Except sometimes for B-roll, because obviously if I'm just filming a street and there's people walking down it, I think visually it looks a lot better. It's more natural. It's more real when you have people doing their things. But the point is, I think I introduced to this person. I just said I'm doing a video project. Would you like to speak about this topic? And I thought the important thing to explain was the topic. This is the question. Just get to the point. Don't waste a lot of time explaining who I am or what I'm doing. Because people are busy. People are walking around. They don't have time to hear your life story. So I just said I'm doing a video project. Do you want to be part of it? But I didn't explain that it was going to be posted on YouTube. I didn't really explain. Yeah, I didn't give any more context. And this person messaged me and let me know that this individual was not happy with the final product and felt that I had misinterpreted something. Not even misinterpreted. Like the bigger issue was they were not aware of how this was going to be published and where it was going to be published. And I got to take responsibility for that. That's on me. And it sucks because, I make an active effort not to be one of those YouTube channels that's out there just trying to embarrass people. Because I don't know if you've noticed, there's actually a lot of people getting a lot of views doing content like that. Whether it's on TikTok or quick little reaction videos, just or prank videos. There's this whole genre of YouTube video where it's essentially embarrassing strangers and filming their reaction. And sometimes these people are just running away. They clearly don't want to be in the video. And yet people are posting that and making, some of these are viral videos. They're making thousands and thousands of dollars off someone else's discomfort. And the whole reason that the money's, the whole value of the entertainment is in that person's reaction. So it's very scummy. It's one of the worst trends on the internet, in my opinion. And so I try to stay as far away from that as I can in every situation. But sometimes I fail. Sometimes I don't ask the right questions, or I think I think I just I think I just get so used to my YouTube videos that sometimes I assume everyone else understands what I'm doing already. For me, I've done so many of these. I just get in the flow of okay, I'm capturing my day, and then if I meet someone, I'm gonna put them in the video, and they're gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. Like don't ask too many questions, and it'll all be okay. It's just the flow of the video, and the viewers seem to enjoy it. I've never had a bad situation before, but it was just a matter of time, you know, sooner or later. And this individual who I'm purposefully not giving a name or description, like this, like I'd prefer you don't even think about who it could be. Like it's someone who happened to speak in one of my videos contacted me and was not too happy. And I spoke to this person and I apologized. I explained kind of what I'm explaining here, which is just uh, like, you're right. I I should have been more clear about what the expectations were, and I'm gonna rethink like how to interact with others in the future. Now it's a fine line because I can't rethink having other people in my videos, because that to me is the heart of the new travel. That to me is the heart of the content I try to make. It's like so much internet content is narcissistic and just self-centered. Kind of like this video, like you're just seeing my face, right? It's just all about me. That's all you get. And I have some of that, but as much as possible, I like to turn the camera. I like to show other people, share their perspectives. If I'm in another city and there's a local baker who I'm filming as he's about to give me some bread, and then he starts talking and like sharing a story, I want that story in the video more than the bread. I don't care about the bread. Like, tell me your story, man. If I'm in Czechoslovakia, tell me. Well, that's not even a country anymore, is it? It's been so long since I've traveled, I forget what countries are. If I'm in the Czech Republic, man, like, tell me what life is like in the Czech Republic. Tell me what your dreams are. I don't just need some B-roll shots of these beautiful castles and showing some bread at the bakery. Like, I want the stories of the people who built that castle, the people who baked that bread, the random old woman walking by. Like, it's hard to get those moments sometimes, but when you do get them, it's so satisfying. And so I'm going to try to preserve the soul of the new travel and keep those moments. But I'm also going to be thinking more about, like, where's the line between a travel vlog and journalism. Like, what would a journalist do? Would they get, do I need permission slips? Like, should I get permission slips from every person? I don't know. I feel like if I were a stranger on the street, if someone just wanted to like get a quick clip from me talking about something, I'd probably do it. But then if they had permission slips, I'd be like, ooh. So like, what are you working with, a network, or is this going on Netflix? Like, where is this going? Like, that would make me more suspicious in a way. Like, I remember I did a trip with Via Rail. I did a project with Via Rail, the Canadian train line, and they said for anyone who I'm showing their face and they're easily recognizable, if I want to put them in a video, I need to bring these permission slips and get them to sign one. Even though it was on my YouTube channel, because they're a big corporation and their name is associated with it, and they didn't want to be in trouble. And the thing that sucks is, like, that policy might work well with Instagrammers because you can just take a photo and no one else is going to be inside of it. But for a YouTuber who's trying to show the life and show the train, it made my job next to impossible. Like, I had to really limit the shots I could get and film at times when no one else was around. It was tough. And these are just people enjoying their vacation. So I didn't want to bother anyone for a permission slip. So I didn't film anyone. And if I could redo that, I probably would have had a bit more courage and like asked people if they wanted to be in it. But it's weird. Like, not everyone has that personality, right? So it's this discussion I think I've been thinking about recently, of course, because of this person who contacted me, and also just before this, like, what is acceptable amounts of personal privacy for other people in a city? Because, you know, forget about even talking to people. Like, there's moments when, like, let's say I'm at a coffee shop and I'm sitting there and I have a scene where it's like me drinking my coffee. Let's say there's like a couple on the other side of the coffee shop and they look super cool. Like, they're just cool looking couple and they're both drinking their cafes and talking to each other. Is it appropriate for me to get a shot of them? Like a wide shot where they're in the distance? I think that's okay, because at that point they're just scenery. Like, they're not scenery, they're people, but like they're like the lamp in the background. Like, they're just kind of making the scene what it is. It's not really a shot of them, it's a shot of everything. But then if I had my zoom lens and I went in from, like, you know, for people who know cameras, if I had like a 200 millimeter zoom lens that can go way up close, and then I have a close up like you're seeing me, and I'm doing a close up of them, like switching from the guy to the girl, like a movie shot. That would be weird. That if I were them and I saw this guy with a zoom lens, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, get away from me. So I don't want to make anyone that uncomfortable, even if it would look cooler. Like, the cinematic quality would be better. But I'm not a jerk who just wants to put cameras in people's faces, so I don't do that. I'd love to know what you guys think about this. If there's any other content creators out there, have you approached this situation? Do you just avoid putting anyone in your videos? Have you ever been confronted for putting people in your videos? Yeah, or have you even had what I had, which is someone in a video who didn't want to be in a video? This is actually the second time this happened to me. To be honest, it happened once way back in like 2016 when I was new. This was totally different context. I'll tell this story very quickly. But this was when I was in Vietnam. And I was actually filming a protest which took place in Vietnam. Crazy. I don't like, I don't usually film protests, but well, actually no, like I filmed the Black Lives Matter event in Montreal, so I don't know. Like, occasionally I'll just film something that I think is quite interesting, and this was a protest against the government in Vietnam, and like, I wasn't trying to be a journalist. I wasn't trying to do anything special. I was just I just had a camera, and I was young and dumb, and I was like, oh, okay, these things are happening. I'm gonna start filming. And as I was filming, this guy talked to me, and he saw I had a camera. It was the same thing. I had a camera, and he was like, we're fighting for our freedom. Like, this government has to stop. It was a situation with the farmers. He's like, they need to stop bullying the farmers, and he was. That's it. He just said a couple things about, you know, the people of Vietnam want more freedom, because technically, protests are illegal in Vietnam. Like, they don't have that right. Like, they're a communist society. They have a communist government. They don't have the right to protest. It's similar to China in that way. Anyway, I published this video, and later the guy's like, hey, like, I regret saying those things. Can you take me out of the video? Like, I'm worried the government's going to see this and I'm going to be in trouble. And I was like, yeah, man, like, of course, like, I'll take it out. And this was a bad situation too, because someone else had copied the video. I don't know why, but in like Vietnam, copyright laws are not, they don't care about copyright laws over there. So someone else will just see a video, and instead of sharing it, they will just steal it and repost it. So someone else had reposted it with him in it. So I had to contact this person and be like, hey, number one, can you not steal my video? And number two, this person has to be out of it. So like, take that video down. It was a whole mess, but we got it sorted out. This guy was grateful to be out of it. And yeah, in this more recent situation, this person actually was okay to stay in the video. Once I had made my intentions more clear and apologized for the confusion, this person was okay. I think they just wanted to be, well, they just wanted to explain their point of view, and I'm glad that they did, because it's given me something to think about. And I hope this video gives you something to think about if you're a creator. You know, listen, I'm not here to moralize or tell you this is the only right way to do things, but I think we should all ask ourselves these questions. And remember that people's lives come first, content comes second. Doesn't matter if your video has 1 million views. Doesn't matter if it's making you viral, whatever. If there's people who are strangers in it and they don't want to be in it, that has to be first. Like that's, you know, it's their image, it's who they are. So we got to respect that. We got to treat others the way we would want to be treated. So yeah, that's my opinion at least. What do you think?